If you could do both, do both. If you have to choose one, go to Fantasy Island. I
Wait,
mean,
who's asking that? Keats is asking that?
Cheech too. He's in the chat.
Oh, because I'm like, Keats, and Keats is trolling. He wouldn't ask that.
No, he can go to hell.
Oh.
What's up, Paco?
I think he's got a question for you.
Got a question. I thought you hate Mr. Wizard. I do, but just because my hate for Mr. Wizard is there, that doesn't mean that I want you to. No, I didn't try Lobo yet, but he smokes the entire time. I know, and he gives the finger. So he's going to be He's probably going to wind up being my main. Aquaman going to have to take the back of the bus on this one. But now, hopefully, nobody starts playing to ban this character from the game already. And Cheech, it's not, my attitude towards Mr. Wizard is not my attitude towards Evo. Like I said, Evo, I think, is a great event for people with common interest, obviously gaming, to actually get and meet those people that you chat with, whether it's on these chats or online or something. It's a great way to get together and meet people. Some of the people, I mean, look, the bonds that like Maxter and his brothers and me got, Rio, even NYCFab, we all met through this game. I've met Russell now. We're going on 2-3 years. Rolando, the one thing that you walk away from this with is not $1 million, but you walk away with friends.
Yeah.
And,
I agree.
Friends are few and far between.
Say that to Perfect Legend.
Fuck
friends, I want money.
I talk to Perfect Legend. Me and Perfect Legend, we get along. I've given him some advice on some certain thing. And that's another issue. Being that I'm the old guy and everybody thinks I'm fucking Mr. Wizard, no pun intended. But people come up to me with just daily problems. If I can help you, I'll help you. I mean, if you come up to me and say I need 10 grand to get high, I'm going to tell you to go fuck your mother. But if you say, look, I got a problem with my girl, I'll give you my advice. Now, I'm not going to turn around and give you piss poor advice. Or should I say I don't think I would? I've learned in my lifetime and quote unquote in my age, pencils come with erasers for a reason. People make mistakes. And there's some mistakes in life that pencil can't erase. If I can help one person not make that mistake because I made it, then to me, that's what the fighting game community is about. It's not just the games.
Wait, so if someone goes up to you and asks you to hold my stick, are you going to help him out?
To hold his stick? What stick? What stick are we holding here, though?
Yeah.
Whatever they're telling you, whatever they're pointing at.
No.
Yeah, but James, I think that's one reason you and I have always gotten along from the start, is that I also share the philosophy too of more than just gaming. That's why I do VXG differently from most torrents, because I don't want people to just stay stuck all day playing video games. I want them to experience life. I want them to socialize, have fun, get a girl, go to the beach, drink, all that kind of stuff as well. And that's what I try to do whenever I go to tournaments. You guys know, I always ask anyone, hey, let's go have a drink. Hey, let's go outside. When, I don't smoke, but when James goes to smoke, I go on a smoke break with him still. I just stand there, because that's what I like to do, not just, gaming all the time. Gaming is great. It's what we do. But it's always nice if you can help in another facet, Wow. That's always awesome.
Somebody sent in a long-ass tweet. Hold on, but before I do that, now...
What the fuck is that?
I'm going to go through that in a second, but Cheech asked the second part of his question. The second part of his question, dude, if you go to Vegas, you're going to pay $3 grand for a chick. If you go to the island, you're just going to buy her a couple of shots. Do the math, and they're all smoking. So let me see what we got here from, because this is traveling fast. Stop talking, start playing. You sit at the restaurant with... What?
You're just getting spammed.
Yeah, you sit at the restaurant and you open up and yeah, I'm getting fucking flooded with this. Hold on a second, Dick. All right, you're going to delete it?
Someone took care of it.
Yeah, all right. Wait, let him. Hold on. Don't. Nobody type nothing for a second. You sit at a restaurant with your young son. He says he's hungry. You agree to get him dinner. You open the kids' menu. Your child is far too young for the food. Chicken nuggers stare at you from the page. You don't understand. Your palms get sweaty, and your son complains. He says he's hungry. Your mind strains, searching for an answer in a world of sweet potato and French fry. You try to order the chicken nugger.
That's troll.
Yeah. Your son is hungry, he complains, the waitress stares at you, yada, 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 yada. In your mind, you scream. No, I don't scream in my mind, I scream out loud. Your son weeps in the corner, I smack him, I tell him, you want a reason to cry, now you got one. That would basically be the answer. I mean, if to all of that, if my kid's crying in the corner, I would smack him, and I would say, you wanted a reason to cry, now you got one. And then he can continue crying. But then I tell him the next slap is going to make him stop crying.
What's a chicken nugger? I'm not familiar with that.
I don't need. I think it's a chicken. I think it's a chicken nugget.
What is that? Okay.
It's Skeet.
So James, you going to ECT, man?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I will be at ECT, bracelet free, and alcohol content included.
Oh yeah.
So,
I got some more people from St. Martin coming, so I got extra luggage space, so I can actually bring a larger stock.
You know
larger
what?
Supply.
Just because you said that.
What do you need, bro? Talk to me.
What the hell's he? I don't know where he's going.
Ah.
I think he's getting a drink.
He's probably getting the guava berry that I got him last time. I'm hearing the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, James. James.
Everybody gets a break.
All right. Once again, the original wild guava berry island folk liquor, guys.
Holy shit.
This is-
That's going to be like a great commercial. I'm going to have to hire you when you're down here to do commercials.
This is the drink of the island. You know it's good when you open it up and it's got a wooden cork.
Dude, you just need a little bit more of that voice from the guy from OxyClean.
Oh shit.
How strong is that?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a kick to it.
It goes down like sweet at first,
Yeah.
and it has that afterburn kind of feeling.
But it's guava berry.
Yeah.
That's the best part. It's berry. So this is no. I don't pay my wife for sex. She pays me. So once again, salute to a successful TTT tournament. Salute to an upcoming VXG tournament that is going
Thank
to
you, sir.
change the history of gaming. And
Yes.
of course, salute to all the people in the chat right now.
Oh, salut.
Ooh!
What happened? Been a while since you drink, man? What's going on?
I haven't drank hard liquor, and actually, no. I got a sad story. On my
Uh-oh.
birthday, I got really trashed, and I'm gonna give true confessions of JamessMK at his weakest moment. JamessMK went out and drank a lot. He drank so
Can you give us a
much.
description of a lot? Like 10 shots?
I drank probably about 10 screwdrivers that were like in the big glasses, and they don't fucking. They're not weak on the vodka. Many beers, a couple of shots of Black House, and a couple of shots of Jaeger. I pissed my couch.
Oh, shit.
I confess it, guys. I pissed my fucking couch, which also means I pissed all over myself. And I woke up and my wife was standing over me going, dude, did you go swimming? I'm like, no. She goes, you pissed all over everything. I'm like, again?
Again.
Yeah, that was not a good experience. But hey, you know what? Shit happens.
Piss happens.
Damn.
It's better to piss than puke.
You're gonna make me feel guilty to give you alcohol at ECT. I'm gonna have to give you like bring some coconut juice or something instead.
No, I'll just find a chick and piss all over her. You know us white guys, especially German white guys, we're crazy like that.
We need a not again meme.
I gotta go back to that Korean airline fucking titty bar that fucking K-Frog took me to when I was down there last time. Where I got the dance from the Korean girl who dressed up like an airline stewardess, who actually comes to New York in my spineless ass fucking, what is it? Is it chicken nugger again? Starving for chicken nugger.
We don't need to see the same thing again.
Yeah, you know what? This time I'm gonna fucking time you out. I'm not gonna ban you because we don't ban here because we're not pussies like the rest of these motherfuckers. But I'll give you a timeout.
Unless you start showing fucking penis pictures, then we're banning you.
Yeah, you put those. Nah,
Behave yourself.
I'm not gonna ban. Yeah, Korean girls are the best. I ain't gonna deny that. Now, Russell, what are you?
What do you mean?
Nationality-wise, we obviously know Canadian, but Asian.
I'm Filipino.
So you're
I'm Asian.
Canilapino.
Yeah.
Because WinterWarz is a Canadian. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, why are Canada girls so hot? Yo, I don't know. I think it's the maple syrup or the bacon. I mean, it's one of those two things. But I didn't see too many ugly Canadian girls up there. I really got to say that.
Well, you guys went to Diamonds last year, so I don't know.
Diamonds, yes. I mean, I'm sure I can. Oh wait, no, we also, yeah, I did see the one-legged dancer. Girl had a tattoo.
Somebody say Filipino?
Yeah.
What's up, docs?
You were running late there, Devil. What happened?
I had some business to take care of, but I have an important announcement. Hold on, let me turn my webcam on real quick.
Uh-oh.
All right, a week or so ago, I told you guys I was making a shirt for Chris G. It's finally finished. Here's the end product.
Oh shit, I can't see.
I see that. Hold on, let me move to the left. Yeah, it's backwards. There's the PDP logo, and here's the back. Morgan and Virgil making sweet love. Aww.
It's blurry as fuck.
And look, it says NY Chris G.
Oh shit, no, I can see it now.
In
Damn.
blue.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Chris G in the house.
I hope so. I'm gonna tell him on Twitter to check it out. But yeah, I made this shirt, and hopefully he wears it at ECT. It's custom made for him, and yeah, I'm wearing my shirt today that I made for myself. I got Dante, Virgil, and Viper on the back. See if y'all can see that. But yeah.
I don't know, and I have a lot of people requesting, and this is, you know, like I said, I'm redesigning the logo. I don't know if I'm going to have the shirts this time around for ECT. For the last 3 events, I had shirts. But one thing I got to do, I got Zato 1984. I got a lot of European players that I've been promising shirts, but unfortunately, being in America, I put them on the side and I say it's for them, and then an event comes up and I wind up giving them out, and it's no offense to them, but I promise you, God is my witness, you will get your shirts. I don't forget nobody. I got shirts that I got going down to Aruba. I got shirts going to Portugal. I got shirts going to Ireland. I got shirts going to Germany. I got shirts going to Australia. I got hoodies going down to South America and Argentina. I got shirts going to Colombia. I got a shirt going to Angola.
Oh, yeah. I went there last year.
You know, I got the shirts. I got to get them out there. But I gotta focus. I gotta focus, you know, and stay focused on putting packages together. And that's where the problem is, because it's like everybody's scattered throughout Europe. So it's not like I got just like one person and I can say, hey, let me just send it to you in Ireland and you send it to everybody else, because it's not cheaper, unfortunately.
Can I get a shirt when I go to New York?
Yeah, hell's yeah.
Okay. Hold that.
I get you a hoodie. You get a hoodie, not just a shirt. What
Dude,
size are
you
you?
Phoenix right on your shirt.
It'll be medium.
Medium?
It's mandatory.
I think I actually still got a couple of mediums left. You
Cool.
coming down to ECT?
Not sure yet. No, but I'll try to go to any U.S. tournaments and probably in the summertime. Probably Summer Jam. Actually, I talked to Eric about that earlier.
Marino Tekken, what's your address, James? If you send it to me, I will send it to you. I have, like I said, one of the groups that we just did a cross promotion with, which is Rare Candy. They got a lot of guys I got to get out. They're doing interviews. They did the interviews, and it was kind of classic because They had PR Rock. They had what's his name? Fruitcake, Cupcake. Who's Cupcake? Ricky Ortiz. Cupcake, and they asked them what their favorite animals were, and actually filmed it. So I will get shirts out to all of you guys without a doubt. But I definitely, like I said, everybody, in my opinion, that tunes into this show is OBS. If you want to sport it, you just hit me up. You just tell me. I don't want to get overloaded. I am going to tell you this, I've kind of kept it under wraps because it's not ready. But there is an OnBlastShow.com site up.
Wow.
It is in a growth stage. What I do want to do, though, is I want to build a database of all players who represent OBS. Like I said, keep in mind, it's not about what I'm not sending you to tournaments. All you're saying is, hey, look, you know what? We are the FGC. The TOs are not the FGC. We dictate to them. They don't dictate to us. If you don't give us what we want, we will stop coming to your events. And that's
Good shit.
Straight up what it's about. We are the customer. I've always heard my whole life, the customer is always right. And with that, salute to the guava.
Good stuff, man.
Now, Russell.
Yeah.
I want to get some background on you. I really don't know that much about you except that you run great tournaments. What's your background as far as gaming goes? Have you always been a gamer? What got you involved to say, hey, I want to start doing tournaments?
Well, I started with Soul Calibur 2. And then the person that was running the tournament for Soul Calibur 2 went to Japan. So I just took over, and it's pretty much where it started.
Yes, Zado 1984. I have I did not lose your information. I have everything. I know where you are in Portugal, and it will get out there. So you were basically a Soul Calibur 2 player, and that just evolved from that. How did you wind up? I mean, like you were doing pretty damn good in Injustice. What type of, like, I mean, especially because you're running tournaments, so you're always preparing, you're always thinking. How much time are you putting into, like, practicing the games?
Well, I hold casuals in a venue on Mondays and Wednesdays, so I'm usually there and I play with the people, the community there, to interact with them. That's pretty much the only time I play. So.
Wow. And you picked up the games that fast?
I don't know, people. Yeah, it's just it's Mortal Kombat, to be honest with you, without the block button.
Dude, your green hour was like pretty good. I have to admit, I even took some of the stuff you were doing and started doing some of that because I'm using green hour also. And I was, like I said, I was very impressed. And for you to make top 8 was like, wow.
There's at least 40 players in there, so it's pretty cool that I reached top 8. It's a good achievement of mine, to be honest. But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And are you still playing Jade?
Yeah, I got blown up.
That's what happens.
I got blown up.
That's like using
You gotta go back
Baraka.
to your katana, man. Everybody says your katana's better.
Again, I'm here to have fun, so I just use characters that are fun to me. She's
You're
fun.
the opposite of a tier whore.
Yeah, I am.
What's the opposite of tier whore?
Low
Like tier priest, tier nun? Tier nun. Yeah, you're a tier nun.
Me and him both.
Low tier hero.
Because my top tier fucking Baraka hasn't cut
Right.
shit.
But I
the term
lost
is
to your
tier
Baraka.
whore, then it has to be tier nun.
Low tier hero.
Low tier hero actually is the term for it, I think.
Oh, okay. Good
That's
shit.
correct.
We gotta get can we get the winners for Toryuken here?
Yes, I'm going to right now.
WinterWarz is already in the chat. I'm sure he has a lot of things to say.
Yeah, Winter Farts. Why don't you get on Skype for us? Because I know you can, because you're like an IT guy, so don't be giving me no BS that you can't. And GGA, which had a damn strong showing. I know Jeremiah was in here. Is he still here? What do we got?
I don't know. Let me see.
I don't see Jeremiah right now. I can't. The list don't give me a complete. Yes. Okay. Winter
Yeah, he's
Tards is
still
here.
in
I'm
here.
adding Winter Tards right now. There we go. WinterWarz the boss. Wow, what a pompous fucking Canadian. Why are you the boss? Get your mic on. Why are you the boss? What are you the boss of?
Boss of nothing.
You're the boss of Canada, bitch. You took MK9. That's it.
I wanted to top 8 in Injustice though.
And top 8 in Injustice too, but you're not a boss.
No, he got ninth.
He got ninth.
Oh, so you're not a top.
I'm not a top player. I'm a fraud.
You're a fraud in that, but you're still an MK guy.
Wait, are you trying to say you need resets?
Yeah, that was the general consensus during that weekend. Oh, he needs resets to play.
Why didn't you pick Ares then instead?
I didn't know he had the reset. I was practicing my Batman because like I played him since the demo, so I was like, it's a good character. He's a good jack of trades.
But you suck with him.
Yo, you suck. Okay. What happened in MK8, huh? You didn't get like top 16 or anything.
Yeah. That's not talking. So, but altogether, WinterWarz did a good job this weekend representing Canada. So he
and VSM and VSM.
And VSM, yeah, I made sure the VSM tag was in your name. Don't worry.
And OBS.
And OBS.
Yeah, I represent.
You're OBS.
I'm OBS.
You don't have a choice. This is not an option.
This is a dictatorship. Okay.
This is a dictatorship. This is how we roll. If you don't become OBS, I got 400 Canadians, and not just Canadians, Montreal French Canadians can fuck you up. They're waiting. I'll send them to your neck of the woods. Don't fuck with Lolan Octopus, man. He coming for you.
Yo, I'll press a long octopus, man.
Yeah, but he's OBS.
Oh shit. But,
so is that Baraka dude who I couldn't pronounce his name because he had about 9 million. I would have thought he was Indian. He's got like 9 million characters to his fucking gamer tag.
Oh, fuck.
Who's he talking about? Baraka? Who's he talking about?
Baraka player from Quebec.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
It's such a long ass name.
Jer said it's chop
Chopasui Yakadakadui. I'm gonna whip your ass and eat your heart. Baraka killer from Quebec, French speaking motherfucker. Alright, give me steroids. I'm gonna give you steroids.
Where's Jeremiah at? Can we get him on here?
Yeah, let's get Jeremiah on here. Jeremiah, are you in here?
He was here a couple of minutes.
I see his name still in the chat.
Yeah. Jeremiah, add me, JamessMK on Skype. Let's get your ass on here. In fact, let's get as many GGA guys. Call all your GGA boys up because they repped pretty damn good, all of them all together.
Yeah.
And let me do this. I got to show you. I got to see if I can get this on here. Let's see what I got. Hold on. Devil, DJ, Winter, Rolando. Okay, I got you all. Where is... I got to open this shit up. Import a picture. Open device, import picture. Here we go. I found 8 pictures. I thought this was really cool. Today is what? The 7th?
Oh, are you plugging?
I gotta take a picture off my phone.
Okay.
5.
I thought you were plugging these guys already right now.
No, I'm waiting for them. Really? You telling me I can't have hash marks? Fuck you. 5, 7, 13. All right, here we go. Oh shit! I erased all the pictures. Yo, Rangers. Anybody know the score of the Islander game?
No, I'm just worried about the Mega Million and the Powerball.
Why?
Because there's a shitload of money right now.
Alright, here we go. This I thought was the coolest. You know what? You could have gave me $1 million and this wasn't fucking nothing compared to this. I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever, dude. Wadoshi made this. Let's blow this shit up.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was cool.
Oh snap!
I thought this was really cool. Let's go 150. There we go. I thought that was the shit. You know, so shout outs to Wadoshi and all of MKU for the fucking birthday wishes. I really, you know, that caught me off guard. And like I said, you know, call me Hollywood for the moment. I've been arguing with my wife, so you know, I know Mr. fucking Limbo Dog might be drooling, but you got no chance with her. But I went Hollywood, and I was like, you know what? Let me count how many birthday wishes I got between emails and Facebook and Twitter, and I got close to 1,200. I was like, yo, you know what? That's pretty fucking cool. 1,200 people actually said, like, people I ain't talked to that, you know, I try to remember every person in the fighting game community. And I apologize if I can't. I love you to Summer and was that Sodomy and Dude?
There's some random
dude.
But you know what? Some random dude. Sodomy and Dude. But, you know, I mean, like I said, I appreciate it, you know, and I don't have too many emo moments because, as you know, I'm a cold, heartless scumbag. I know Winter Farts knows that from experience.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
I'm an asshole. But I'm an asshole you know you love.
Yeah, sadly.
So, I'm sorry, not sodomy, dude. My bad. But, I mean, the birthday wishes, and I hate to say it, you know, I guess in my older age, it actually means something to me. Hey, Winter Tart.
Junior's in there.
Winter Tart, did you, have you had a drink yet?
No, I don't drink. I don't
Still
smoke.
yet?
None of that stuff.
Man, you gotta get back down.
You don't want to be in the same car with Winter as well. He drives like a grandma.
Does he?
Yo, okay, it's called being
It was
safe.
so slow. I swear to God.
It's not slow. It's called the limit. Okay.
Damn.
It's called
so
following the law.
You don't play too many racing games, huh?
No, I
Alright,
do not.
so Winter Piss, this is to you. This shot right here for you winning MK9.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Winter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got those points, those evil points.
Yeah, you get the evil points.
That
Don't
way,
worry.
that way the seating means shit. I'll get 4.
Yeah, right.
I'll
Yeah,
enter.
get
I'll
messed
enter
up
with
with
none.
the numbers.
I'll enter with none.
You're
Wait. Hold on. More important, I just saw Spuzo Tavares shit on them. So they won? Just answer that question. Yeah, CDjr, you can ask me something. 6-4. Oh, yeah, fucking Islanders, bitch. Fuck the Rangers, they could suck my dick. Oh, and by the way, those Maple Leafs and all those other Canadian teams, this is America's game now. At least
Leafs made it to the playoffs this year, so I don't know.
They are still in, yeah, but
They're
everyone's
still
a
in.
bandwagon fan now. Like
Yeah.
all Canadians now, like bandwagon the Leafs.
Yeah, well, the Leafs are playing who right now? They're not playing Boston, are they?
They're playing Boston.
They are playing
They
Boston.
lost pretty hard last game, like 5-2 or something. It was pretty bad.
Wow, I love the fact that a bunch of Canadians, and it don't matter, Asian Canadian, Indian Canadian, American Canadian, they
Danny,
all
bro.
know hockey.
There's nothing else on TV after 7, that's why.
I will tell you this, though. In all seriousness, guys, next time the Olympics come on, you can jerk off to watching the Canadian women's curling team.
Damn.
That's so fucking dirty. Oh my god.
Every one of those girls are
Dude.
smoking fucking hot, dude.
Dude, this is why this is only possible on the internet. If you were like on CNN or NBC, or you'd be like Don Imus right now. It's like,
Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing that I'm in the process of doing. I actually filed for a WOBS, and I'm trying to get on Sirius Radio.
Oh, cool.
whoa, James.
It's
that's
it's
the
attempts.
shit.
It's attempts. I can't promise
the
nothing,
shit.
but I filed it with the FCC. I'm gonna try to get this to go. Hopefully, it does. Hey, you know what? The job that I do is fun. You know, I get to see concerts for free. I get to do all fucking bullshit. I get to do all this IT shit, but it's not where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Junior, you want on? I can get you on. Hold on. I know Mr. Junior.
No, he's playing with his brothers.
Gotta get Max
Oh my
ready.
God,
That was-
Man, so much gay comment.
Yeah, worried. Definitely got to
Yeah.
get Max ready, man. It's all his fucking
In a
fault.
minute. He said in a minute. In a minute.
Oh my god. No, it was tough. He did well.
It's all CD Junior's fault, man. Fucking
Yeah,
Max
it's all
didn't
CD
produce
Jr.'s
for it.
fault. We're all blaming him. You don't train your brothers enough.
Yeah,
Tell CDjr, well, he's listening. Come on, I want to announce what we discussed that CDjr is doing something a little special at VXG.
He's sucking everybody that comes off the plane's dick.
Listen, don't be talking about my boy CDjr like that.
Hey, you know what? I don't need it because he's already done that to me at VSM. But nah, seriously, Junior's the shit. So
He's getting on.
good. Once he's on, I'll throw him in here. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's funny because it actually, and it's not me getting emo, but it kind of did hit me because I was like, wow, you know what? All the years that I've been doing this shit, and like I said, since 1974, I've been gaming. I was Mr. Mortal Kombat for years during MK1 and 2, and I was a dick. I guess I was a different dick because I was competing more harder. So I was a little
More harder. Okay, so
Dude,
you
that
were
don't
a
even
black
sound
snake.
right,
You
man.
became a
What
white.
the fuck?
I step back. I don't compete the way
So
I do.
wait, you stepped back and then went forward?
No, I step back as far as the competition.
Did you give it a good thrust when you stepped back?
No, I just jam that shit in raw dog. And usually what I would do is I would take a little Comet to use it as lube. That way it hurts going in.
Oh god.
Or put broken glass on it. I do like that kickboxer when they put the resin in the broken glass and then bang. How's that feel? But the point is, honestly, like I said, I thank everybody for that, including you, WinterWarz.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
No problem.
no problem.
I don't know why you keep hating on me, bro. Though.
I don't hate
Oh, we
it.
were cool.
I give you terms of endearment. Winter farts, winter tarts.
Yeah, like
Winter
I get
hearts.
trolled by that all the time now.
Isn't
Thanks.
it cool? Like I gave you like a whole bunch of new names.
Yeah, who started that? Didn't they start with winter bars first?
No, I
That
started
was,
with
well, yeah. Then,
No,
then
WinterWarz
James-
was Justin Wong.
Yeah.
Well, tell them that story. That's pretty cool.
Well, long story short, so at Toryuken last
It was
year,
Toryuken last year
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
right, I played Justin in top 8 losers. I beat him 2-0, and all right. So during the last round, like I was getting kind of hype, and I was like during a reset, not during during a big combo, I was like he needs it, which he heard. I don't think he liked. And during near the end, I was really happy, and then words were exchanged between Justin Wong and some of my like friends. Basically, Justin Wong went off after he lost. He was like, I don't know why you guys get hype over nothing. And then one guy was like, go back to Street Fighter. Another guy was like, Justin Wong was like, go play me in Street Fighter, and he called me a douche on Twitter.
Yes, I remember that. I actually am the one that told you that.
Yeah.
That he douched you on that, and you were like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, he called you like a douche. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. All I said was like he needs it during a big combo, and I said that win was for Shidinky Ding because he beat us in Canada Cup last year. And I'm not gonna let that shit fly. Like,
and you
come
were
on.
right. You're right to defend it. You're right. You know what? That's part of the competitiveness that people gotta just accept it. EG is like put on this fucking pedestal, and I don't want to fucking bash EG. I don't want to bash Marn. I don't want to bash these guys that fucking.
You already bashed Marn.
Yeah, I don't want to bash
yeah,
him
you
more.
did.
Yeah, you already went balls deep on him last week.
Yeah, well, I don't want to fuck with that fat fuck.
Yeah.
But the point is they're all East Coast fucking people. And they shit on the East
Jaewong
Coast.
is West Coast now. Like he's really
not.
good.
He's a motherfucking Chinatown wop sing motherfucker eating
Whoa,
downtown on fucking Mulberry Street.
whoa, the racist.
It's not racist. It's a restaurant.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to sidetrack this for a sec, but I just saw someone write something on Twitter, which was Cat, and he says, so I guess we have to play Injustice on PS3 now, because I guess Evo Injustice might be on PS3. I don't know if they announced what system it might be, but it may be PS3.
Usually is every year. It's been
It will
Yeah,
probably be
it's
PS3.
I mean, look, guys got to get used to it. I mean, it sucks, and it adds a element of randomness that, unfortunately, I mean, see, I don't know the rule. Like, I mean, and I'm gonna ask Rolando and I'm gonna ask Russell. If I'm in the middle of a match and it's laggy like that, can the match stop? Can I say like, "Yo, what the fuck" in the middle of the match, or do I just got to take the loss?
Boy, Russell, you go first. You got more experience with this shit than me. I'll be honest.
In my opinion, you would have to take that round. You would have to give that round away so that we can check the system, because it's in the middle of the round. So
You won't replay the round? You won't replay it?
it's basically that's what button check is for. You're supposed to be testing everything before you start the match. But if you notice something like halfway and there's definitely advantage on which side, it's a tough call. But altogether, you would have to give out that round to get something tested. At least in my opinion, that's what I would do. I don't know how other tournament organizers do it.
I agree. I mean, I agree.
would probably
I agree.
replay it though.
Nah, you know what? You can't because, like, let's just say I'm blowing you up, and then all of a sudden you go for your combo and it fucks up. But I connected with my shit and I did 60% damage. You're gonna make me have to do it again? You know what I'm saying? So it is a fine line.
Who identifies it? If let's say there's a judge on stage and he's watching that and he sees obviously the entire stage completely fucking lagging, that kind of shit. To me, in that position, it's a judge, not any of the players. Both players look back like, "What the fuck was that?" Then it's like do over. That's if you're talking about that kind of lag, that's where I say do it over, because I think at that point both players are kind of like, "Whoa, what's this?"
I mean, Paco said it, you know, and this is one of the things. You can identify. You really can't identify lag until shit starts. Who's this? Hold on. I will get in on the conversation. I have a few opinions on the PS3. Okay, perfect. Let's get you in. But you know, my thing is, it's, you know, and this is my old school mentality. You know how many times I've gone into arcades where like high kick and low punch didn't work, playing Mortal Kombat, and I just said deal with it. You know,
yeah, it's not like that anymore, bro.
No, everybody's emo. Everybody wants to cry. You know what? The worst part about these games now are everybody wants shit handed to them. They don't want to work it. They don't want to earn it.
That's true. That is so true. Yeah.
You know, just do your thing. Do your thing. You know, and I'll use Winter as an example with Cyrax. What else does he have besides his resets?
He's good air throw, decent wake up options. A lot of his strings are high, which is pretty bad.
But overall, compared to a Cabal?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Like, Cabal, Kenshi, and Sonya and Freddy are like definitely the better characters, but he is top 5 though.
But do you change your character when you face a Cabal, or do you say, no, this is my motherfucker and I'm going to stay with him?
Against Zunk. I had to, dealt with it and adapted.
You know, and that to me, and that's something that I respect. I respect the fact that you will stay with your character in and out. You're not a tier whore. You know, too many people are tier whores now, and they want to fucking jump on. Now, Xbox, I mean, like I said, I can't remember. I saw on Twitter on the train home today, somebody was posting some shit about the specs between, I think it was Jebailey, the specs between PS3 dropping combos versus Xbox, but they were using Marvel as an example.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. That kind of thing right there, that's like Evo is very protective, in my opinion, of their PS3 stance. You know, I just saw a tweet, someone tweeting to you guys on Blast Show saying that Mr. Wizard just confirmed that it's all PS3. Now, be that good or not, they have kind of insisted on that for a few years for whatever reason. We don't know the real reasons. It could be sponsorship. It could be because they invested on that equipment. That's beyond the point. What I'm trying to make is, now, do we as a, like, what happens when there's a divide in the community and some tournaments decide we're doing Xbox? Do you now kind of become, quote unquote,
the black sheep?
Yeah.
You will.
And now that's where, like, when Triforce was telling Jebailey, be careful, don't be surprised next year these guys drop you. If you have too much of a pro Xbox stance, I think even that can put you in problems with Evo. That's my suspicion. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I'm exaggerating it, but I think they are very, and probably rightfully so, because it's a main part of their product. Yeah. Like, I was giving someone the analogy today, because there's a new Evo monitor, quote unquote, the new 236, the new version of the VH236H is the VS24 something. It's basically an LED version of it, slightly bigger, but the same 2 milliseconds or less response time. It hasn't been tested by any gamers. Only Maxu told me that he tested it and it's fine, but it hasn't been tested by any websites or anything like that. So I was in the board meeting today and we were discussing, are we going to buy, because we're going to buy about 40 of them. Are we going to just buy the regular 236H, what everyone's accustomed to, or do we buy this newer version? I was like, look, to be on the safe side, if this is what the gamers are using, just use the regular stuff. You know, but the problem is because the gamers, you know, we're so much into that, this might be a better monitor. But even if it doesn't lag, the fact that it's not the same one that everyone uses and Evo uses, it becomes like, oh, it's taboo to use anything else, you know? And the thing is, someone brought up a very good analogy that kind of held me back. They said, you remember, and this is for the sports fans out there, I don't know if you guys remember like 6 or 7 years ago, or it's a little more than that, when the NBA changed the basketball for 1 year. It was pretty much just a subtle change of the basketball. But all of the players like were pretty much writing about it and were like, nah, fuck that shit. We don't want to play it. My fingers are hurting. It doesn't feel the way. My field goal percentage shooting is going down and all of that stuff. And you know,
well, you know what the problem was when they're
Is it
when they're
real?
shooting threes, because technically when you shoot a three, you roll it off your hand, and it's busting.
Yeah.
It's busting their nails.
Yeah, it
That's
was
what I
supposed
was
to be
hearing. Yeah,
2007. So they all rioted, and then they changed it back.
exactly. So that's the kind of thing I think we're going through right now. Where, okay, so are we gonna change to better monitors, or are we gonna use the same stuff? Are we gonna make a switch and use better equipment, or do we just stick to PS3 because that's what Evo has been doing? That's for me. I just straight up do all the Capcom games on Xbox and the rest on PS3. So
That's pretty much what I do.
can't just-
I separate my tournaments in days, so Capcom is just 360 and any other things is just PS3.
Let
Now, why don't you guys just do all the
wait, wait,
games on
wait, wait,
360?
wait. Before we go further, let me interject. I got Barrow. You there?
Yes, that's me, Karate Lincoln.
Karate Lincoln. I got Mr. David Russell down in Jamaica, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Is that a
Fine,
piss poor
fine.
Jamaican accent?
Pretty bad.
It's bad. It's like a British. It's like a British accent. Hey man, let's smoke the ganja, you bumper clot. Come on, man.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then we got none other than the legend, the myth, in his mind, CDjr. What's up, sir?
Oh,
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
what's going on, CDjr?
What's
He's a Jamaican Dominican.
Oh,
It's I like to smoke ganja, man.
I do too, except unfortunately I get drug tested so much it's not an option. But I could pop Valium. So what do you guys think about the whole monitor situation?
Well, if I may say something about that, well, about the monitors and PS3 versus 360, while they are pretty related because it has to do with lag and whatnot, when it comes to monitors, despite the greater clarity you get from HD, I'm always an adamant man of playing on a CRT TV every time, no matter what game. And if it's a game that's like a single player game with tiny text and I can't read it on a CRT, I just won't play it on a CRT. I just won't play it at all because I like even if it's like 1 millisecond faster
That's
than
a
an HD TV,
logistical
I want
nightmare,
it.
though. Those CRTs,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Whew.
It's not good for tournaments, but when I'm playing personally, that's the way I do it. It's not good
Okay.
for training for tournaments, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's coming from my first competitive community was actually the Smash community. Even though like everybody in the Smash community, when they do tournaments, they bring in all these huge CRT TVs. It is a nightmare to set up, and
I can imagine.
whether it actually pays off or not is up to the players. But when you're getting into gigantic events like VXG or Evo, there's no way it's going to work.
Yeah.
If there's some way that
Yeah.
there's like a flat screen CRT out there that has no lag, I would hop on that in an instant. But I haven't really found one.
Well,
You know what the funny thing is? I play on a straight up a fucking Sony. I play on a Sony. Nate, is she splitting out, huh?
Yeah, I gotta be up in 4 hours.
And so do I, bitch. Go fucking jerk off and go to bed. XN,
Yeah, remember, I carry a gun. I
XN.
gotta stay alive.
I don't give a shit if you carry a gun. That makes people stay the fuck away from you. I gotta walk around bare ass naked with a fucking tool bag. People want to fuck with me all the time. They
Yeah.
think I got like a bag of iPhones and shit.
I'm gonna be up a little longer, but I gotta get off.
All right, man. I will catch you tomorrow. We'll talk.
All right, guys.
Good night.
Later, man.
You know, for me, I play on a fucking Sony fucking 42-inch TV. It's a Bravia.
Dude, me too.
And
Me too,
I
James.
don't
I
complain.
have exactly that. I have a Bravia, 42-inch, and it lags. And like when I went on DisplayLag.com, it has like a 24 millisecond lag. Then I'm like, oh, no wonder I suck so fucking hard at Street Fighter. But I just, I guess I'm not a pro gamer, so I just don't like, look at those details to that extent. I have Asus monitors lying around, but I just don't feel like playing on a small screen. I just something about a bigger screen just makes the gaming experience more fun for me.
When I went to Combat Network in Jersey, in Marlboro, Jersey, they had the projector. Yo, I was playing motherfucking Baraka, and he was 7 feet tall. That is the shit. I don't care how much it fucking lagged. I stood next to him, and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's bigger than me. You know, so I mean, for me, lag has never been a big issue because you kind of, you know, and maybe it's my age and my gaming, but I kind of, you know, I could pick up lag right off the bat. Don't forget. Oh, yes, I know. Yes, NYCFab, I won't.
Yo, James, why you talk so much, man?
Because I got a big mouth and a big cock. Which one do you want to see?
The cock. Show me the cock.
Go ask KO. She knows.
I would personally like to see the cock go in the mouth.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Wait. In whose mouth? In
I would
Junior's?
love that.
Junior would like that. I can't do that for Junior.
I figured you swing that way though, Brian.
Yo, let me ask a question about this. How many times would you say? Let's say there's 10 times there's a complaint about lag. How many times do you think in the complaint out of 10 times it's just a cop out?
Well, I had that in Toryuken actually with the few MK players. So what we did is we went to commercial on stream and I checked the system to see if it was in 720, and it was in 720. So I'm not sure where the lag was, but sometimes you just gotta take it as it is, really. I know Winter said something about lag.
Okay, honestly, no lie, when I did that neutral jump punch, something happened because I never missed that punch, and it like something happened where it came out too early. I don't know what it was, but it was a stream. It was all
I'm not
fault.
saying you guys are lying. I'm just saying the system is telling me this something different, so I just had to leave it alone.
Yeah, like there's nothing you really can do about it. Like you just have to if you have to connect to the stream, you have to connect to the stream, and after that, it's just like you have to just deal with it.
All right, I have a question though. Since you guys are some of you have been to Evo from before. If I remember, didn't at one point most of the tournaments had Xboxes, and so they switched over because everybody who has an Xbox in the early days knows those things tend to die very easily, and they switched to the PS3 because it was slightly more stable. Or am I barking up the wrong tree here?
Maybe you were talking about PS2. Back in the PS2, with the original Xbox days, with PS2, then they switched to Xbox. That I think happened at one point. I don't know if someone else can comment on that, but that was like back in 2003 or 2004 at some point.
Maybe the fact that you could share games up to 4 times before. That's why people were using PS3s, or they switched to PS3s. Now you can only share it to 2 systems, but that may have contributed to it somewhat. But when I came to Evo 5 years ago for the first time, they were already using PS3, so I don't know what the real rule is.
Now let me ask you this: what do you guys think of the next gens?
I don't like it at all. I think the fact that rumors that everything being online is ridiculous.
I would agree with that. I mean, the whole getting a fucking code like you downloaded Windows just to play a game.
Yeah.
That kind of annoys the shit out of me, but
yeah, it's ridiculous.
The thing is, how much piracy is really happening on console games? I know it's something we're not supposed to talk about.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Lots of them on the Xbox.
Let me tell you something.
That's a lot on Xbox.
Is that easy,
Listen,
dude?
when people bitched about the testers getting an advantage, that game was out 2 weeks earlier, and those same fucking people bitching were on 2 weeks of Mark playing the game just as much as these motherfuckers. And then they complain and said, well, how can fucking Brady's and Rios and fucking these guys win? Because they've been playing the game for 4 weeks. And they're like, but you've been playing it for 2. You know, do the weeks really matter? You know, you're not talking like 6 months ahead.
Not really. If you ask me, it's down to skill. It's basically skill. If you can't space, if you can't block, doesn't matter how early you get the game and practice combos, you're still going to get your ass handed to you.
Out of teabags. I'm not ranting for Tom. I'm just being real. I mean, you learn the game. You know, I'll tell you right now, I'm getting blown the fuck up. 0-2. You know why? I've got about. Well, I don't know. How long do you think it took to run through the story mode of Injustice?
A day? Well, per character, or you mean all characters?
No, the whole. There's just story mode. I think it was like what, 3
okay.
hours, 2 hours.
Very short.
3.5 for me.
Yeah, we'll say 3 hours. Let's just say 3 hours. That's how much time I have on the game. So I used all these characters I'm never going to use. So right there, I'm like, okay, I didn't use any. I'm not going to use Superman. Superman's actually, I will admit, Superman is kind of fun.
He's really good in this game.
Yeah, he's definitely fun. I didn't think he was gonna be. Look at what I got here.
He's only boring when people spam lasers all day.
Yo,
I don't know.
Yo, if it works.
See the picture of a curling woman?
No, I was looking at Lobo's moves.
Wait, where's the
He
curling
looks
women
retarded.
pick? Where's the curling? Wait. Where's the curling women pick?
Yo, Lobo's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, he looks retarded good.
Lobo is ridiculous.
No. Fuck all this shit. Where's your Canadian curling women? You got
be
pics? Russell, you got pics? I'm serious here. You got pics of the curling women? They are fucking
Guys,
smoking.
He's getting upset.
Okay,
He wants that.
I'll give you a link. Hold
Give
on.
me a link to some of those
Oh,
curling
James,
chicks.
James,
Yo.
stop talking like you get bitches. You get no bitches, all right?
You're my bitch, and I got you 1,000,000 times.
All right, nigga. You get no bitches.
Man, you were prison food for me, boy.
You get my leftovers.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna
That's
comment.
That's dope.
I can't comment.
Can't. Not in public.
No, I can't. So,
Dick.
bah, you know, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh
You
yeah.
got James speechless.
Oh, you're a dick. I can't even comment on that. Anyway, let me find who I just saw fucking chiming in here, and let's bring him in. There we go.
Oh snap.
Oh
Yo.
yeah, Mr. Bill. Oh no, it's Mr. Bill.
Bill Menudis.
Don't get that nigga in here.
Why he gotta be a nigga? He white. Why you call him a nigga like that, yo?
That's racist.
Yeah.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, sir?
What's up, man? I would like to, before, yes, truth, I do play AfterMath online, and I do just fine, so I suggest you swallow it up and deal with it. I want to say, before I get into this, more people complain about this online than MK9's online, which is the biggest joke. When MK9 came out, everyone's like, oh, you know, it's playable, and it's good for practice, and, you know, just get used to it. This game comes out. And
I like that femme voice.
This game comes out, and it's so much better than MK9. And even my ass is online, and I'm doing just fine online. I think it's okay, and people are like, "No, unacceptable. Fix it now."
Some connections are okay.
Well, you
Better
guys
than-
up in the
definitely-
Bronx,
definitely
you guys up
better
in the
than
Bronx
MK9.
with you guys up in the Bronx with your 14.4 connection. I mean, Jesus
Hold on,
Christ,
I
what
want
do
to
you
say
want?
this too. Look, man, guys. I play Aquaman, who is constantly throwing people over his head from all different distances, and then I have to 2-2 them. And Aquaman's one of the hardest characters to get their combos down online. And as long as I get a 4 ping, it's okay. Anything less than 4 bars of ping is usually pretty bad. But if you get the ping, is normally pretty good. But I want to address this whole testers have advantage comment. There is not one tester on God's green earth that has any kind of advantage right now in the game. I mean, there are people that had pirated the game for a week and a half and showed up to try to win a $2,000 tournament, which testers were banned for.
Yo, why are you talking about Wonder Chef like that? Oops, did I say that?
not even-
Your names haven't been dropped.
It's not even Wonder Chef. You know, there are some testers that only tested for literally 5 days. They didn't come back for a second, whatever, because they were busy or whatever. So basically, half of these guys,
I know he's talking about.
no, I mean, like, there's some guys that have family, like, you know, Conqueror, he tested it, everyone knows that, but he was only there for like the first week. And, you know, some people just can't get off work like that, you know. They were lucky to be able to get those 5 days, 6 days there. So there are people that actually pirated the game who had a bigger advantage than some testers, and yet they say ban the testers. I mean,
Like one thing, hold on. One thing that people need to understand that we were trying to fix the game, like finding bugs, shit like that. We were not learning matchups. The people that actually that got the game early, they were learning matchups like for a week before the game dropped.
Yeah, they got
So they actually have a bigger advantage than us. We were working.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when we were working on the guide, we didn't sit there and play the game. We sat in practice mode, writing.
Yo, in those 2 weeks, I think we played against each other like 3 times.
Yeah, like 3 times. We didn't really get to try to level up.
Like 1 hour.
It was, we would play and say, can you get out of this? Okay, back to writing. I mean, that's what we did. I mean, it was like we didn't get to level up at all.
A little birdie told me you guys were getting bodied.
Ooh.
Who, me?
No, a little birdie that was a tester told me you guys were getting bodied.
Who was getting bodied?
I don't know, that you guys, that he's
Is that a legendary bird?
I'm not.
Well, hold on. You know, I'm not going to speak about. I'm not going to speak about.
Wait. One Rolando to answer my question.
I have no comment, man. I'm just asking. Like, did you guys not even play each other? I mean, come on, you're gamers. Don't you want to at least all right, guys. Okay. Let's say you got an 8-hour day. It's hour number 8:01, and you're like, you know what? Let's do a quick best of 5, just for the hell of it.
Let me tell you something. Let me interject, Rolando. I'm going to answer this out of my experience. There isn't an 8 to 5. There's a 7 to 11, 12 in the morning.
Rolando, look, man, we got into Prima at like 9 a.m., 8 a.m., and we were there till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were still behind.
At Prima, we could stay there the whole day, but at NetherRealms, we had to leave like at 12, 1.
Yeah, but NetherRealm was actually us trying to test the game and find stuff. Prima was not anything like that. Prima was just trying to find as much information as quick as we could and write it down, and we had to do screenshots and that kind of. There's a lot of stuff that was more than playing the game. And if you want to talk about people getting bodied, CDjr was there in one of these legendary bird days when, you know,
I'm not even gonna lie, yo. After I won one of the mini tournaments, then after Flash got nerfed, I didn't win once.
Hold on, we're talking about Prima.
Oh,
CDjr, you were there when a legendary bird was playing, and
what are you talking about?
I mean, look, there's a reason why Slip's got a text saying buff Batman for the Green Lantern matchup, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh shit.
I mean,
legendary.
Look, let's be serious here. Nobody cares. I don't have any kind of pride at all. Look, I don't give a shit about who beat who in the fucking beta. You're playing a beta of the fucking game. Anyone that has any kind of pride or beats their chest over a beta is
I don't
retarded.
care. I don't care getting beaten by Aquaman when his Trident had pushback and was 0 on block. I don't care.
It was just hard. And you know, the hardest thing in writing the guide is so much changed.
Oh, sure.
And we'd have to like write something, and then the thing is, when we get a different build, sometimes you forget to go back and check every little thing, you know, so it can be kind of difficult. But as far as like us having any kind of advantage, you know, I play online now, and there are guys that I don't have any advantage over whatsoever. I mean, I'd say outside of the first week, there was no advantage whatsoever. I mean, myself and Rio, we went to that Project Injustice tournament. That was 3 weeks into the game, and you had guys here that could fight us just fine. So it was, you know, I don't really see any advantage for any kind of tester whatsoever. I mean, like I said, people pirated the game 2 weeks before the game came out, and then talking about tester advantage. I don't even know. I mean, people were playing the game. People were playing the game 2 weeks. You know, I'm sitting there at home. You know, I was done with the guide, done with everything. I'm sitting here, and people are like, "Yo, I got the game, and I'm testing this, and I'm testing that," and I'm sitting there going, "I don't have nothing." And they're sitting there playing for 2 weeks with me sitting having nothing, and they're like, "Yeah, ban these guys," you know, and testers lose. You know, I mean, we lose just like anyone else. I mean, what do we, you know? And in other fighting games, like, you know, Capcom games, you know, I didn't even know about this. Somebody brought this up one time that there was some, it was on your show, Jimmy, that somebody brought it up that, you know, in CDjr, they allow the testers in the first West Coast tournament 2 days after the game came out. Yeah. And everybody sat there Well, the testers beat the stuffing out of everybody, and then they fought after each other, and they were all clapping. Yeah, good
Japanese,
stuff. Good
Japanese
stuff.
players play almost like every Street Fighter game like a year before it comes out here in the US. People don't complain. They just come, take our money, leave.
You know what? I'm glad Fab is in the chat, because Fab plays a game, Tekken. Fab is one of the best players in the world at Tekken. Fab plays a game where people across the world in Korea get to play the game 2 years in advance. Then they get to come over here, beat guys like Fab, and people say, yo, these Koreans are too good. Now imagine you're a guy like Fab, one of the best players in the world, and you got to play someone who has a 2 years head start on you. And people clap for it. You know?
No, Tom, you're being too logical. Don't do that.
Yeah,
too
well,
logical.
you normally don't come on the show with logic. I gotta admit, you got logic here.
Yeah, that's too logical now, man. FG's not all that.
I mean, so people, you know, as far as advantage goes, there are situations where people have the most extreme advantage out there. So I wouldn't really say any tester has any kind of advantage.
Yeah, like the when it comes to the testers for Injustice, especially when you compare it to that whole Tekken situation, it's kind of like well, even if the testing period being like 1.5 or 2 weeks, that would since because of all the things changing, if they did have an advantage, it would only be an advantage for about a week because then everybody would be getting all sorts of information and one-upping each other, and they're clearly not having an advantage because there's other people winning. And even if they were winning, it wouldn't be because the testing gave them an advantage. It's because they were chosen for testing because they were recognized as having a good ability to pick up fighting games in the first place.
That's true. I mean, look at the first.
Just they did a shitty job of testing because a lot of fucking infinites.
This guy, Jimmy. I mean, like
if I was there, Paco, because my reputation precedes me. Nothing got by me, but that's just me. But I mean, I'm too old to test, and you guys can't pay me my $130,000 a year. So,
the thing is, Jimmy, at the first tournament, we had a lot of testers. I think one Doomsday beat Nerd Josh, one beat Art, one nearly beat Rio. I nearly lost to a couple of Nightwing players. And then this last tournament that I was at, Project Injustice, I almost lost to a few Green Lanterns, and I was able to win, but there were some close calls.
Wait. Junior, what do you tell? I told him he hates your guts?
Yeah, nigga.
No, I told him he thought you were a piece of shit.
Oh shit.
That's a different story. Hating your guts is your guts is an extreme. I just said he said, "Oh man, that guy CDjr, he's a piece of shit."
Damn.
Jimmy, but I just really want to come in and talk about one thing. It was really upsetting me. I remember before Injustice came out. First of all, this MK community, they, for like the last year of Mortal Kombat 9, they threw NetherRealm Studios under the bus. Oh, how they overreact to people. Oh, how they messed up MK9 with the patches. And the MK community went on this holier-than-thou thing where they say, when Injustice comes out, we're not going to do it like MK9. We're going to let the game break down, and we are going to learn this game. And we're not going to ask for it. But they, literally, day -2, people are like, nerf this character, Deathstroke. Not even that. Not Superman must be nerfed. Every character must be nerfed.
No, Superman stays like that. Please.
Superman's fine. They're all fine, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Superman.
You know what my problem is with all this shit? When people play these characters, you don't have to read the comics, but you kind of should follow the premise of the comics. Who's the only motherfucker that really... Well, now there's 2 motherfuckers that actually fucked Superman up.
Hold on.
In what game?
Because
Doomsday. In the comic book world.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's not even about...
But this is a video game, though.
But you still have to keep those characters' traits true to the character in the comic.
If you went by the comic, Superman would beat everybody terribly in this game.
Yes and no. Not Doomsday.
No, he's still...
Not Doomsday, not Lobo.
Superman will beat everybody in this game.
Hold on.
Superman getting bitch slapped.
Now, Jimmy, here's the thing, though, and the thing is that before this game even got a chance to come out, people started screaming to NetherRealm to nerf stuff. I heard that, I didn't see this for myself, but someone told me that there was some kind of whatever with Lobo and whatever, and Hector was doing interviews, and somebody asked Hector, are you guys going to nerf Deathstroke? I mean, like, these are the questions that NetherRealm gets asked from a community who was so quick to throw them under the bus for quote-unquote knee-jerk reaction and MK9. And then
I'm not gonna lie though. Deathstroke is broken online, but offline he's fine.
Yeah.
Offline he's fine. I mean,
That's it.
yeah, and NetherRealm gets flooded with requests to nerf from the very people who threw them under the bus from MK9. You throw NetherRealm under the bus from MK9 saying, oh, you knee-jerk reactions. And then they start, the first thing they do in Injustice is turn around NetherRealm and say, when are you guys going to start nerfing? I mean, I was online the other day, and I happened to browse the Superman forum, and there was this thread on the Superman forum called Superman's Nerfs. And the thread discussing his possible nerfs and nerf requests was bigger than the thread for his actual strategy. There were more strategic nerf discussions than there was actual strategy about the character.
Wow.
Which is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And the logic that was being used in that thread was, well, Superman's already so complete. Removing something like a +1 breath really isn't that big of a deal. I mean, I see. So the logic of, well, because he's so good, make it easier for us to fight him, and it won't really hurt him that bad.
Oh wait, yeah. Now that you talked about the breath, let me say something about that. It is +1, and if you do it on the perfect frame, you can actually sneak another forward 2 in there. But I tested this out, and almost like 80% of the cast, if you know he's gonna do another forward 2 after the breath, you can armor back 3 him free.
You can armor him, you can down 1 him, you can uppercut him. Some characters can punish him.
There's a lot of options. His rush down is really good, but it's not Cabal brain dead.
Let's look at Superman versus Black Adam here. Superman puts the frame trip on Black Adam. Black Adam's backdash is so good, he will backdash the next forward 2-3 and punish Superman with 55%.
Yep, because actually Rico was doing that to me yesterday. Rico Suave. I can't match forward 2-3 on him.
No, I mean there are all kind of messed up stuff. The thing is, what the community needs to realize is when you start crying about Superman and Batman and Aquaman, 2 weeks from now, then you're going to cry about Black Adam. You guys think that you have the problem. That there are no real problems. It's just that right now some of this stuff just takes. The thing that's good about this game is
Bill, hold your thought 1 second. Russell's going to split out. Russell, I appreciate you coming on. Once again, glad you run one of the, in my opinion, top tournaments in North America.
I just want to say before I go, thank you to everyone that came and watched Toryuken. Thanks to Triforce and Empire for coming and getting bodied in UMVC 3 teams, but
Damn. Oh shit.
all right, good night, guys. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Thanks for coming, man.
I'm actually gonna split out too.
Yeah,
so.
get the fuck out of here, Winter Toy.
Yeah. Just want to say thanks everyone for watching Toryuken. Thanks for all the congratulations on winning MK. Shout outs to TDT Future, aka George, and thanks everybody. Peace.
All right, man. Thanks for coming.
You.
I hate you.
I respect that.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff in this game that's pretty dirty. As far as there's so much stuff I can think of right now. I mean, the stuff that people think about now, like Aquaman or Batman. There are so many holes these characters have that people aren't exposing yet. I'll give you an example like Aquaman. There are things I never have at Aquaman that I can't even use yet because people aren't even getting out of what I'm doing yet. And so I don't even use the alternate. Like Aquaman, everyone talks about how good this character's 50-50. So, oh, Aquaman, he's so good, his trade is so good. Take an example of a match like, say, Green Lantern versus Aquaman. You see a lot of Aquaman players taking what I did with the forward 1-3 or the forward 1 low scoop. Well, you can actually fuzzy guard forward 1-3 or forward 1 low scoop. You can fuzzy guard it every single time. It's once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do. And this makes Aquaman have to do forward 1 and then back 1-2 or forward 1-3, which beats the fuzzy guard. But if you're a character like Green Lantern, and you punish Aquaman, if he does forward 1, I would just neutral jump every single time and land with 3 and full combo him with a single hit launcher where he can't trade out of it. This way, if the Aquaman player does forward 1-3, he's blown up because you can jump out of it and neutral jump him. And if he does forward 1, back 1, trying to beat the fuzzy block, he's still blown up for a single hit launcher. The only thing the Aquaman player can do to stop that is do forward 1 low scoop, which Green Lantern still blows up. So here's this godlike 50-50, quote unquote, where this one character or several characters really can blow it up every single time for 35 or more. And the only thing Aquaman can do about it is put his life bar on the line and stop it every single time. To the point that you say, like I would say, against these certain types of characters, I wouldn't even want to use this tactic because I don't want to put my bar on the line here. People are not even at that point yet. When they do, it's going to become much, much harder. And there are characters that you guys are going to see. Some of these dumb 50-50s or these dumb mix-ups are going to be more manageable. Sure, against certain matchups, characters can abuse certain things because it comes down to punishment. But in other matchups, these characters take these tools away, and they take them away with hard punishment. And this
Tom,
is
you
how
going to
the
the next level tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
No.
Tom, I have a question then.
Yeah.
With the community asking questions, complaining about nerfs, right? Has NetherRealm learned a lesson and they're only going to listen to, let's say, more experienced people, like the testers and so on?
Well, when people say things like, has NetherRealm learned their lesson, they make it seem like NetherRealm was a bunch of kindergarten kids who have been scolded and now they've learned their lesson.
No, I don't mean it like that. I'm just
I know you don't mean it that way, but what I mean is that NetherRealm, those guys know how they design their games and they know how they want things to work. And if they change something, that it's probably because they didn't intend it to work that way. It's it ended up working that way, but we didn't design it to work that way. So if there's something that's a little unfair and they didn't design it to work that way, they'll probably go on and adjust it. I don't really think that they are really taking the approach of nerfs like I guess in the past. But I don't really know. Not really sure exactly what they're doing. I can't really speak for them. But I would assume that they're letting things play out more than with MK9. But with MK9, you got to understand, MK9. It was the first time that they really tried to, make a tournament fighting game. So, I don't know. It was. It was the first time back in 2D. Also, you got to keep that in mind. Also, they had gone 3D for almost a decade, over a decade. And it was the first time going back in 2D. So there was, I guess, some issues that took longer to resolve. In this game here, I'm pretty sure that they made sure that, the cool thing is they made sure every character has some kind of tool. There's not one character in the game that I can look at right now and say, oh, this character's helpless. Like, the community has got to realize, I guess, how to play this game. When you look at this game, don't look at the character you're fighting. And
Flash these buffs.
Don't look at the character you're fighting and say, oh, look at this character's messed up BS that I have to deal with. The key is you want to find what it is that's messed up about your character and try to put that character in it.
Oh,
so
put them in your funnels. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about, if you're a Grundy player, you're not sitting there going, oh my gosh, Superman, his BS is so good. You want to knock him down, get that untouchable knockdown, and say, okay, well, he's a Superman player, so he has these wake-up attacks that bring him in the air that get him out of what I want to do. So I'm going to do this. Since I know I'm fighting this here Superman player who is always going to wake up with his air throw, even though it really doesn't have any invincibility, it gets him out of my grip. I'm going to just know he's going to do it and meet him in the air with a jumping light and air-to-air him and then 1-1 combo him, These are things that, yes, it requires the read, and you have to make reads like every other fighting game player in the world, and you can't just derp your way to victory. The tools are there to use. Think about how much that sucks for a Superman player who gets knocked down by a Grundy player, and because he doesn't want to take the throw as he's getting it, he decides to do a wake-up attack, which does no damage. Then he gets hit out of the air and loses the rest of his 50%. That Superman player is probably going to think, I thought this match was stupid. I got hit twice. I lost an entire life bar. your character's fucked up. Talk about my character. This is a game where everybody plays it at the highest level. It would just be a game of arguing where you have one player who's like, no, your character's fucked up. I play Grundy, you play Superman. And the Superman player's thinking, you hit me once and took my entire life for it. Your character's fucked up. That's how the line of thinking will be once the game evolves. But right now...
Yeah, but at what point does it get to where you feel like enough's enough? I mean, I'm already there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already there. Enough's enough with the bitching and moaning. Play the game. Pick a character you enjoy and learn to work around the bullshit. There is a way. No character is indestructible. There is none.
Not at all. No, there's not. And,
I won't say there's not bad matchups in there, unless you can disagree with me. Because I looked on the matchup between Hawk Girl, because I like Hawk Girl. I think she's cheap. Versus Bane. With Flight, I think you can pretty much shut down a lot of Bane's options, and he has to just block and try to pick his spots. Or am I wrong in assuming that?
But it's how you play it.
I mean, for example, take Aquaman, for example. When I said I was playing Aquaman, everyone's like, oh boy, he's got to be broke. Get on the broke train like Brady. And then, a month into the game, everybody is quitting Aquaman because they're like, oh, he gets zoned out. Fuck Deathstroke, he zones me out. And,
Tom, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing with Injustice right now? You're doing the Rio. You know what's the Rio?
What is that?
You want to know what's the Rio?
I don't know what that is.
You're not playing your favorite character until every patch comes out, so they won't nerf him, and then you'll play him at the end like Rio did with Cabal.
Obviously.
Tom said that when Sub-Zero got nerfed to hell 2 years ago. He said he would do it.
This nigga Rio did not play Cabal for like the first year. Then, oh shit, no more patches coming.
You said it, Tom. Man up.
Then he went back to that.
Stream monsters never forget.
Cheech, here's a question for you. Brady. Here's a question for you. Cheech wants to know what does he do with Bane for a Bane versus Joker match? His parry is fucking.
Don't charge him.
His parry is what? I don't understand.
No, he's doing the full screen charge, and Joker is just going to parry it because it's slow, and you can't just charge full screen. That's stupid.
Well, if you're a Bane player, I know they gave the level 3 juice the ability to armor break, but I don't think it breaks parry. I would tell Cheech to find a different way to get in besides doing a move that has great startup against a character that has a freaking parry.
That's what
I would say. And I would also say, how much does that parry do? 5%? Is that little parry bothering you that much? I mean, that's killing you, man. And the Joker is meant to be. The Joker is annoying fight for any character, let alone a character like Bane. I'm pretty sure the Joker player would probably be asking me the question, saying, Bane does this body splash that I just can't stop. You have stuff.
You have tools to your arsenal, basically.
Yeah, you can jump all day on the Joker if you're Bane. I don't want to hear that garbage. And plus Cheech is a big troll anyway. Cheech, I'm so glad I'm on this show. People like you, Cheech, you told me for 2 years to ignore the trolls. Well, now I do ignore the trolls. The problem is one of them is you, so you can kiss my ass.
Hey, Tom, a big topic in the chat right now is the stages. Like, besides the random rule, how do you feel they should be handled in general? When two people don't like
the random rule, I feel like the random rule is good. Here's why I'm with the random rule. Because I was at Civil War, and even though I had the random rule, in my head, that's what I was thinking about the rules. I said, okay, it's the first tournament. Let's see what people are doing with the stage select. And people were sneaky, man. Sometimes the buttons were legitimately messed up, but I watched 2 or 3 sets where they 50-50 the first stage. And the one guy goes, my buttons are still not working, man. The dude went and hold on. The dude went and button checked, and his buttons were just fine. And he was like, oh, well, we 50-50'd it. And then he won. And the next game, the guy goes, hey, my buttons are messed up. And that guy's buttons were the same. And
You got fucked.
that happened like 2 or 3 times because they were both trying to one-up each other on the 50-50. And then there was a time when I was playing Rio, and we 50-50'd it, and I won 4 consecutive 50-50s. And winners final. I won every single 50-50. So I said the first stage is random, because if you lose to somebody, I don't ever want someone to feel like, we got the 50-50, I lost every 50-50. You know, I don't ever want someone coming away like, oh, I lost because I lost every 50-50. The first game will be random. So if you lost one of those games, you still lost on a random stage. So
see, I think is this: if that situation happens, TO's got to put a rule that if you do a 50-50, whatever that stage was, now that's it.
No, you know, at first, no, but you know what? But you can, the 50-50, the problem is, think about this. Say you're fighting I don't know, like a Raven or a Destro player. Not even Destro. I'm trying to give even a Cyborg player on the pig stage. And he picks the pig every single time. And you lose every single 50-50. So you lose the first 50-50, and you lose the second 50-50. And you go, this is dumb, man. If I could at least, or you say you win the second game, and then you 50-50 a third game, and you lose 3 consecutive 50-50s, and you're sitting there going, I won 1 game. If I could have at least won 1 50-50, I could have won the set. And you come away feeling like, this guy just beat me because he won every single 50-50. At least
that's
if you
where, like I said, if you turn around and me and you play each other, and you say, oh my God, I got to check my buttons. Okay, but we did the 50-50, and it picked the asylum. That's it. Jimmy, that's the board we pick.
But the 50-50 is not fair. You know what's fair? The fair thing is the stage picks the game. That's
what I'm saying. Why not make both players pick random?
No. First game, Jimmy. Here's what I agree with. I agree with the first game being the random stage. After that, if you're the loser and you're sitting yourself saying, you know what, this guy I might need an advantage here. So you start saying, you know what, I want my advantage. I want a stage select to pick the 50-50. But when you do that, you run the risk that the winner can say, well, you know what, I'll go to a stage that I think I'll really beat you on. And you might end up going for the 50-50 and really screwing yourself over. You know, or it could be so it still favors the winner to some extent, you know. But the random stage is fair. You know, no one chose the game. It wasn't, well, I'll choose my stage, and I'll choose my stage. If the game said, look, shut the fuck up, I'm choosing the first stage for you, and then you fight it out. You know, and that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything that is the most impartial way to do it.
To prevent the button check fraud, you need to, when you're doing the check and then they give you the thumbs up and go to character select, that's it. If they go in the game...
If the first stage is random, you don't even have a chance of a 50-50. Do whatever you want. You don't know what stage you're getting. There's no chance of a 50-50. First game will be random. And that's fair.
I don't know. I think people are missing out on a lot of opportunities because I notice every stage have interactables at certain points and so on. So you could possibly develop different combos depending on the stage. Why not just have it random all the time? So we don't end up with Atlantis every 50 times.
Well, because the loser has the option of 50-50. That's 50-50 option is in the game to prevent this a true stage select. So the loser does have that option. Yeah. So I mean that's fair. I mean, I think it's totally fair. And, you know, I don't know, I'm going to be honest with you. There are a lot of measures. First of all, when it comes to interactables, you know, I see people get blown up by the most obvious interactables. Take, for example, the interactables like the TV sets that get thrown at you. There are several ways to avoid these interactables. You know, you can either, if you're close, and first of all, if someone's going to meet, you can air-to-air somebody out of the interactables. But if you think they're going to meter burn them, air-to-airing them is not an option. If you think they're going to meter burn them, and you want to meter burn back 3 of them, but you have to time your meter burn so that you're doing it as the TV is about to hit you, not before, because then you're not going to have your armor anymore. Or you can dash under them if you're close enough, and then they can meter burn all they want. You're out of the blast radius. If you're at a distance, and I see this all the time on Watchtower where they're throwing the little satellites at you. If you're at a distance and you're trying to avoid the interactable, you must realize the interactable is thrown to where you are. So what happens is, as soon as the guy jumps up and grabs the interactable, as he's grabbing it, everybody, and I mean everybody, jumps. The problem is the interactable has not been thrown yet. So you're in the air as the interactable is being thrown, and the interactable is going to where you are. If you wait until they throw the interactable to jump, and the interactable goes to where you are, but you're not there anymore. See what I'm saying? Because you moved after they threw it. Knowing when to move is a really big part of avoiding the interactable.
I think people are reacting too fast.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Tom.
Yeah.
What is Cyborg's fireball and block, the air fireball, like plus 15, plus 20, something like that?
Plus 2 at point blank range. If you do it from across the screen, it might as well be plus.
See, that's wrong. It's not plus 2. Because if it was plus 2, you wouldn't be able to do an infinite for full screen.
For full screen, yes, it would be, because it's plus 2 from point blank. If something is plus 2 from point blank, how plus it is from across the screen? I've already recovered.
Look. I did this. I went to training him with Deathstroke. I put him to reversal as soon as he blocked something. I did the instant fireball like mad close to him, and as soon as I landed, I did 2 back dashes, and he was still like doing the sword flip. You telling me that shit is plus 2? Nah, fuck out of here. That shit is not plus 2.
I don't know what it's plus.
That shit is at least plus 15. At least.
I know from across the screen it might as well be plus 1 billion. You know, so I mean, right now, if somebody gets perfect cyborg instant air fireballs down, you have to take a character that can duck them, otherwise you're locked in the block infinite from anywhere on the screen. Unless your character can duck it. Look, there are 6 characters that can duck it.
It's coming from me, man. I like the character, but he makes the game look boring.
There are 6 characters that can duck it.
Wow.
So,
can I ask a question about this topic? Because both of you guys were testers, right? I mean, you guys have a difference of opinion right here. How do you deal with that difference of opinion when you're testing? Because, like, you guys got to report to the same people, and one person might be saying that this is OP, and the other one saying no, it's just fine the way it is. So, what happens at that point? Does the developers just kind of decide what they want, or how do you guys proceed from there?
Before you go to the developers, you always talk about each other, because the last step going to the developer is the last step. You don't want a knee-jerk reaction as a tester and go to the developer and say, this is broken. So first you talk it out for the testers, and you all try to find a way around it. Or if you can't find a way around it.
Yo, Rolando, there's your answer. Paulo said it. I take all the no's, then ignore them, and do what I want is what happens. He's boss.
Which is true. But no, I mean, everyone has difference of opinion. I don't know. We basically, they just, another round, they just take what everyone's opinion, and they decide. I mean,
what was it like for interactables, for example? What was the community of testers like on that? Like, nah, this shit's not gonna be good for tournaments. Or
wait. You want my opinion, my honest opinion, like real rap?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah. You know what? I better not say nothing.
No, man.
Well, with the interactables, originally,
I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, I'm not saying to like reveal stuff during testing that's not allowed. I'm just saying whatever you guys are allowed to reveal. If
we don't know, we don't need to know about the gay circle jerks you have.
You know what? This is not even bad. This is just an opinion as a player. Honestly, in my honest opinion, I think interactables are fucking dumb.
I love them. I think they're fine.
No. This is what's dumb about them. I already have mix-ups with Superman in almost every stage that you cannot escape my interactables. Like you will eat an unblockable 20% after a 58% combo. You're telling me that's like my dude, that's like unblockables in Street Fighter 4. That
listen. I'm gonna add a couple more people in. Hold your thoughts, because I gotta drop this call and then I'm gonna add you all back in.
All right.
Okay.
Yo.
Hey, okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. Let me add other people here. Where are we?
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Somebody's on an iPad and that fucks things up.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2. Let's see. Let's go. Let's start adding more people back here. No. Where is he? Triforce, you sound like you're in a wind tunnel.
I'm actually outside.
Everybody has